reflection for action. Kasi, yan, may intentionality, no? To visualize, okay, what's going to happen, okay, as she implements the plan. And of course, reflection with action, no? This refers to a conscious action to develop understanding of one's skills as one is engaged in doing something. Reflection with action also means acting alone, ha? Oh, hindi naman ibig sabihin lagi kayo may kasama. However, there are limits to learning and acting alone. Having to work with others often lead to achieving better outcomes. No? Thus, the term reflection with action. Okay, so there are 6 related themes derived from the identified understanding of reflective teaching practice. So this is the output of the study I conducted, no, some years back. Kasi talagang gusto ko yung subject na reflective practice, no? So what are these 6 related themes that were called, no, from the interviews, no, I conducted with several teachers, no? So number 1, viewing reflective practice as a way to look back and thinking while at it. Yun na yung reflection on action and reflection on action. Okay? Reflective teaching practice is a deliberate action. Reflective teaching practice as a venue for knowledge and skill development, no? Kaya makikita mo yung mga teachers na yung mga na-interview ko, no? What separates, no? Yan, there is a dichotomy of those teachers who know what they are doing and those teachers who do not know what they're doing, no? Okay. So, reflective teaching practice results to knowledge creation derived from teachers' experience. All right? Reflective teaching practice resolves problematic situation, no? Yan yung mga lumabas. Reflective teaching practice is also a process of becoming better. Okay? So, these are the the themes that were called, no, from analyzing the narratives of the teachers I interviewed. Okay? Now, probably you are you want, no, to find out, no, the characteristics of a teacher, no, who has, no, this reflective thinking and reflective practice, no? So yan, nakita natin dito that these are the characteristics and they are described as such, no? Primarily, reflective practitioners are risk takers, no? They are open to change. They are willing to take on new tasks, no? Yan. They are excited, no, about things that are new to them. And then yan, they think on their feet. They are flexible, no? Yan. And so they are always willing to confront, no, new ideas, explore new conceptions, no? So they are not secure as to not want to learn to grow. Hindi nila gusto yon. Pagka parang, nagiging stagnant yata ako, di ba? Pag nararamdaman natin nagiging stagnant na yata ako, walang nangyayari sa akin, then yan, it is a wake-up call, no? And then considers context when making decisions. Ha, teachers? Eto, tignan nyo na lang kung paano to nakikita sa higher levels, no, ng decision making, no? Yan. So we need to understand the context, no? Yan, before making decisions. Of course, we accept multiple perspectives, accepts responsibility for success or failure of the lesson, ha? Hindi naninisi ng iba kung bakit napalpak yung kung ano man yung mga task na pinapagawa, no? Okay, so the person, a reflective practitioner, has the ability to recognize dilemmas and make rational choices. And lastly, yan, ang reflective practitioner, yan, she or he knows theories, no? And why do we need theories? We need theories to explain, no? Okay, to illuminate our practice and make this connections, no? So lalo na ngayon na isa inyong FS, no? O, pag nakita nyo, nag-observe kayo, maisip nyo, eto na yung sinasabi ni Vygotsky, no? Eto na, itong bata na to ay nasa zone of proximal development. Ano kaya ang gagawin ni teacher? Si teacher nagbigay ng ng scaffolding, di ba? Nali-label nyo na. And because you've really learned, no, to apply the things that you have learned from your courses. Okay? So, this is the taxonomy of reflective reflection. All right? Naalala nyo yung kay pangalan nito, taxonomy of cognitive, yan, ginamit rin, no? Nga ba yun? Bloom's taxonomy, no? Of under the cognitive domain, okay? So, it starts first with remembering, no? Siyempre, pag nag-isip ka, what did I do? Then you try to understand. You ask the question, what was important about it? Then you try to apply, no? Where could I use this again, no? And then, after doing that, you also do analysis, no? Do I see any patterns in what I did? All right? How well did I do it? Evaluation na, no? Yan. Tatanungin nyo na yung sarili nyo. Hindi nyo tatanungin yung iba. Kayo na mismo, kailangan marunong kayo mag-self-assess. And then, yan, creating, no? What should I do next? What should I create? What particular situation or what kind of environment should I create so that yan I can make my students learn better. Okay? All right. Ba't ayaw? All right. So here is the framework, no? Yan. Ito ginagamit ko to sa mga training. Okay, when Region 1 consulted me on the learning action cells cell modules, learning action cell, yes, LAC, no, modules, I made use of this, no? So, parang ano din yan, no? Dapat kasi systematic, no? First, yan, stance. It starts with a stance, no? You have to show a predisposition to reflect. You have to make yourselves ready. You have a good purpose why you need to reflect, no? And then substance, no? Find meaning in the experience by taking a closer look at what is being observed. It is through reflection that one learns from experience, no? So you have to look at the substance of a particular situation. Then speak, no? Yan, kaya meron tayong reflective conversation kanina. Encourage reflective conversation, much like the conferences that are held after learning sessions, no? Or you can also speak to yourself, no? You have to think aloud, di ba? Wala kang makausap, okay lang yon. And then, the next is to sift, no? Kasi pag nakikipag-usap ka, nagkakaroon ka ng iba pang mga ideas. And so, you need to clarify thinking, much like the act of sifting that allows a practitioner to separate the fine from the coarse elements, no? So, pipiliin ano ba ginagawa pag set out, no? So I use that the term to mean that to mean that you are ready to embark on a journey where the practitioner where you are ready to act on what you have planned to do. Okay? So hindi na kukumpleto hangga't hindi niyo nararating yung set out, no? Doon kay Kolb, yun yung active experimentation, ha? Kung kay Donald Sean, yan. Ito yung acting out, no? Doing something on what you have reflected on. Okay? Now, here, yan, meron akong stimulus dito. Sige nga, how is reflective practice represented in this classroom situation? Yan. So you see the teacher? Ano nangyayari dito sa grupo na to? What are they having? What is the situation? What does this represent? Ito yung reflective conversation, di ba? Pwede ba natin gawin yan habang nagkaklase? Yes, no? Okay. So dito, maring dito, ano nangyayari dyan? They're trying out, no? Their ideas by making a model, no? Okay. So there are many representations of reflective practice. All right? So, hindi yan mare-represent kung mga nakaupo lang ang mga estudyante niyo sa classroom, no? So, you have to make learning active. All right? So, when teachers reflect on their practices or experiences, what do we expect? Of course, we expect transformations. All right? And so, yan. Before we end, I encourage you, no? Hindi naman ako siguro pwede magbigay ng assignment, but oo, parang awa na natin sa ating mga sarili bilang mga teachers, no? I encourage you to read the article and express your informed opinion and reaction on it. When I say informed opinion, we do not just rely on this. We have to look for other references so that our opinion will be, yan, informed. So bago tayo mag-react, kasi ang dami kong nakikita, react agad, no? Pero syempre nagagalit, di ba? Syempre may denial. Oo, pero if we have to reflect on it, there are a lot of things that we can do as teachers, no? Lalo na kayo na papapunta pa lang kayo doon, no? So do not allow yourselves to be part of the problem, ha? Yan. Kaya ngayon pa lang, develop yourselves to be quality, future-ready teachers. So basahin niyo po ito, ilalagay, ewan ko kung ano na ito sa inyo, na-disseminate, no? Kasi pakiusap ko sana ma-disseminate sa inyo. Bagong-bago lang to, no? September 22, 2023, no? So there is a link on that. At siguro ilalagay natin tong link sa chat box, no? Maybe this is one assignment, no, that that you have to reflect on. Kasi napaka-urgent nito, no? Oo. Ilang years from now, ilan ba? 2 years from now, no? Kasi hindi lang pagpasasalit, no, ang ang sagot sa pagkakaroon ng mahuhusay na teacher. It's more on the processes, no, of becoming one. All right? Yan. Siguro na ano nyo na, hindi na-share ko tong PowerPoint ko kay Professor Bronyo. Maybe you can share this part in the chat box. Okay, so that ends my sharing with you, and thank you for your kind attention. So I am now ready if you have questions. I'm turning you over to our moderator. Thank you.
You, Dr.
Yes,
Josephine.
ma'am, I shared your PowerPoint yesterday.
Okay.
Baka nabasa o napanood
Okay, I
nila.
stop
Hopefully.
sharing now.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, at this juncture, we are now open for your questions regarding the topic reflective. You may
Be shy.
in the chat box. I will read them, or you can address your question to our speaker by raising your hand using the raised hand button here in our Zoom.
Dami pala, 497.
Let's have Teacher Jacob.
Hello po, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you po sa malamang discussion po. Marami pong natutunan din. Yung question ko po regarding po dun sa nagawa niyo pong 5S reflective framework. Ayun, yung sa stand, substance, speak, shift, and set out. Since marami na naman pong mga yung di ba po yung napakita niyo po kanina yung iba't ibang model on reflective learning. What do you think are the strengths po ng inyong 5S reflective framework na parang nagbigay linaw or na-articulate yung mga elements na hindi masyado na pag-uusapan sa mga previous na frameworks. Parang ganun po.
Okay. May I reiterate how I understood your question, no? Nasaan yung ating, ayan. So, am I audible?
Yes,
Kasi
Doc.
all right. So, I think one good feature, no, of the framework is that it is drawn from practice. It is drawn from research, no? And it was a tedious process of bringing into fore, okay, what good teachers, no, quality teachers are doing, no? So ganun pala sila mag-practice, no? That's how they process, no, their learning. So yun yung isa. Yung kasi is more on really no, kaya nga mga ano yan, verbal phrases yon, no? Verbal phrases, set out, ano pa, speak, mga ganyan. So para kasi this, no, verbal phrases connote action, no? Ayan. So yun yung naisip ko para mas may action. Kasi baka ang maging misconception ng mga tao ay pag sinabing reflective practice, it's more on thinking. Actually, it's more on doing, no? Pero naka-base yon, no? The foundational skill for doing reflective practice is really intentional thinking. Did I answer your question?
Yes po, thank you.
Thank you. Other questions from our participants?
I hope you see yourselves doing, all right, doing your practice systematically, no? Kasi mahirap yung sabog-sabog na pag-iisip, no? Kaya yun, inisip ko na kailangan merong parang konting structure, no? Yan.
Yes,
Si
from
Miss Agkawili.
Miss Agkawili.
Good afternoon, Prof. Thank you for the enriching talk. I would just like to draw from what you just said that sometimes sabog-sabog yung naiisip natin. I'm thinking of, aside from the load of the work, the scheduling, the lesson planning, there's so much going on. How do you systematize these reflective practices? Is it a day-to-day basis? Is this a weekly thing, or does it depend on the difficulty of the classroom environment, or what's the best way to actually realize these theoretical guidelines?
Okay, so we have to do this on a day-to-day basis because we don't stop thinking, no? Pag tayo ay gising during our during the time when we are actually awake, no? Yan, we process everything, no? And so we really need to systematize as teachers, no? So that we can really put more substance, no, into what we are doing. Parang yung term natin na hindi sabog-sabog, di ba? And kaya I presented, no, the different forms of the different types of reflection, no? Yung reflection and action, reflection in action, with action, etc. But those are not mine. Those are I combined the theories of Donald Sean and Tony Gay. Yan. Kasi tinignan ko how teachers can really benefit, no, from their frameworks. So if you ask me, yes, no, the moment I wake up, actually, di ba, bago tayo matulog, iniisip na natin kung anong gagawin natin bukas. Di ba? Bago tayo matulog, ano ba yung ibababa natin sa ref para bukas pag nagluto tayo, hindi na natin to tutunawin. No? That's reflection, no? So yun, may gagawin ka doon. And then pagising mo, eto na, sunod-sunod na yan, no? Sunod-sunod na. So, that's how we put a system, you know, into our lives. Kaya nga, reflective practitioners, those people who really love to think, they become lifelong learners, no? Kasi they learn from the things that they see, the things that they hear from people, and so they pick, you know, those things that may actually be that can work with them, no? Yeah. Did I answer you correctly, Miss Agkawili?
Yes,
Oo.
more or
Pinagdaanan
less.
namin ng mga teachers niyo yung maging student teacher, ang dami-daming trabaho, pero buhay pa naman kami ganun. Di ba, Ma'am? Cheers? Oo. Kaya nga minsan sinasabi ko
po.
sa mga anak ko, ano
Kailangan
na lang kayo,
mabuhay.
kung halimbawa pagdating ng panahon, may sarili na kayong pamilya, may anak na kayo, etc., etc., etc. It requires a lot of thinking before doing something. Okay? So, kung titignan natin, hindi lang yan sa pagtuturo, we can apply it in our daily lives. Alright? Kaya lang, dapat ganon, intentional. Kanina, naglipat ako ng paso, no, ng mataas na halaman. Una kong inisip, kaya ko ba to? Ano kayang forma gagawin ko sa katawan ko para hindi ako mabalian ng likod, di ba? Bakit ko ba ilalabas yung halaman in the first place? Kasi gusto ko maulanan siya, di ba? Kasi kung wala naman akong reason ba't ko siya ilalabas, hindi ko siya gagalawin, di ba? So those are practical examples of reflection. Okay? Yan.
Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yun, si Monica, merong nag-raise ng hand.
We'll have one last question, no, for this afternoon, because we will be having the deployment this day. Okay, let's have Teacher Monica.
Good afternoon po, Prof. Thank you po for the productive talk. My question po is more on centered sa reflective learning as manifested po sa admin. For example po, since reflective teaching is somehow we can say more teacher-centered na on an individualized level po. How can that be manifested po kaya sa kabuuan ng teaching community, or like how can that be helpful po sa school leadership since yung FS po is more centered sa experience ng student teachers sa environment. Ayun, paano po kaya magmamanifest yung reflective teaching sa context? Thank you
All
po.
right. This is the reason why I presented COLBS, no? Experiential learning model, no? 'Di ba sa una nakita natin, no? It is experiential learning model, but in every phase of experiencing, there is reflection. And so, reflection can be manifested, no, in the way we understand things and how we relate these things that we observe, no, to our practice. Ngayon, paano mamamanifest? Naku, maraming paraan ang ITL dyan, no? Yan, habang nag-observe kayo, meron kayong observation guide, di ba, Ma'am Chiri? Tama ba ako doon? May observation guide, at yung guide na yon, kaya nga guide, that somehow will help you focus, no, on the more important aspects of what you need to observe. Kasi pag nag-observe kayo ng isang lesson, sabog-sabog na naman ang mangyayari kung hindi nyo alam kung saan ang focus ng inyong observation, no? So that's one. So you can manifest your reflective thinking practice in that, no? So you can show okay, you can show your ability, no, to think, okay, in the way you answer those questions. Remember, meron tayong mga indicators, di ba? Nakita niyo yung indicators, di ba? Meron tayong introductory, hanggat sa makapunta na kayo sa advance. But of course, you will develop along the way, no? Kaya wag kayong matakot, no? You will, I know, no? I have seen many teachers, my former student teachers, no? Even my own children. I have two sons who are teachers, no? And I've seen how they develop along the way. Pero yun, laging kaya ang mga teachers niyo sa ITL, lagi kayong paalalahanan, mag-isip muna bago gumawa. Ang lesson plan, dapat, no, yan, dapat your lesson plan is a manifestation of your reflective practice, no? Yan. Kasi masakit man sabihin, may mga lesson plans na sabi ko nga, ano ba to? Ginawa ba ito ng nakahiga? Na paa ang ipinansulat or something? Kasi kitang-kita mo na wala, hindi pinag-isipan, no? So, kung gagamitin natin yung indicators ng reflective practice, yan, napakamagandang indicator nun para yan, mapilitang ipakita ng estudyante ang kakayahan na mag-isip. Kasi when you think, di ba, it's really abstract, very abstract, no? And it requires really for a person to have a stance, no? To prepare himself to think. Ganun po. All right, thank you.
Thank you po, Prof.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Kalamlam, for those answers to the queries of our field study students. Now I'm giving the floor to our I'm sorry. We will now move to the awarding of Certificate of Appreciation. Technical
I wish this is face-to-face para mayakap ko kayo.
I'll be reading the citation. Philippine Normal University, the National Center for Teacher Education, Institute of Teaching and Learning, Manila, awards this Certificate of Appreciation to Dr. Josephine M. Kalamlam in grateful recognition and sincere appreciation of her time and expertise shared as the resource speaker during the Patnuro Term 1 School Year 2023-2024 of the Institute of Teaching and Learning with the theme Evolving into Future-Ready Teachers, held on September 26, 2023 via Zoom, given this 26th day of September 2023 at Philippine Normal University, Manila, signed by our ITL Director, Dr. Daryl Roy T. Montibon. Congratulations, Dr. Kalamlam.
Salamat. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kalamlam.
Also, this opportunity
Congrats.
for photo op.
Okay, always ready to serve.
Okay, may we request our participants to kindly open your camera if you can, and also our faculty.
Naku, maraming slides, 21.
Okay, technical comm ready.
One slides, no? Pero freeze lang ang ating panel, no? So freeze lang natin yung smile natin kasi na mag-isa. Ready? 1, 2, smile. Panel 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Hindi na lang po.
18, 19, 20, 21. Finally. Thank you. Wow, ang dami natin. Imagine. Thank you, Ma'am Joji.
Oo,
For that
may iyo pa
very
assignment.
rich
Yeah.
Sige lang.
Salamat
Bye-bye.
po.
So I'll hop to my next class. I have a 3 to 5
Yes.
class.
Paulitin,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kalamlam. Now we will move to the
Permission to leave.
of our program. And I know you are all excited on this one. May we have our esteemed Field Studies Coordinator, Professor